'Cause my monsters are real, and that train had a kill, and there's no coming back, and they just laugh at how I feel.
Welcome to the S&D podcast. It's your boy Daniel, aka Sunshine. I'm joined by my brother Dion, aka
D-Son.
We are also joined by the all-knowing Mr. Bob Alvis. Bob, how we doing this evening?
It's just another word for old. Just another word for old.
Well, I'm gonna actually turn this over to Bob. He actually came up with this idea. So Bob, you go ahead and take it away and introduce it.
Well, first and foremost, I think we probably should define what is a sport and what is not a sport. So, Mr. Smith.
For me, I would say a sport is anything that you can compete in and gamble in. Because a lot of people love to gamble. So that's the way I look at and define what a sport is. When you're going to compete against somebody, whether
You personally
yeah,
are going to compete.
Yeah, where you personally, whether it's a team event or it's a one-on-one thing. That's my opinion of a sport.
Mr. Dion.
Well, I feel like what defines what a sport is something that can test you mentally and physically. So ranging from, chess, checkers, maybe even Sudoku, if you will.
Okay. Number one on the list, auto racing. So this could be NASCAR, this could be Indy, this could be Formula One. I guess this could even be soapbox derby if the kids just have their race. So is auto racing a sport? Yay or nay?
I'm gonna let Dion answer that one first.
Of course. I say yay, because as I said, it should test your mental fortitude. Because you're going up against this is like, a no-brainer. You're going up against a whole lot of other racers that want to be at the very top, first place, everything.
Okay, if I broke it down between certain race things, then some are sports, some are not. Like in my opinion, NASCAR to me, yes, people consider it a sport, but it's really not in the aspect of you're driving around basically in a circle and just trying to pass the other car. There's not really any.
Well, you don't get to break it down. Auto racing is the question.
Well, in that case, yes.
Continue on with your brilliant explanation, please.
You're going around in a circle and you're not really you're just basically trying to pass somebody.
What about pit stops?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's really
that's
nothing.
a good point.
Is that not strategy?
Not really.
How's it? Wait.
How's it a strategy? Please explain to me how it is a strategy. One of you guys. I don't care which one of you, but somebody explain it. What's the strategy of taking a pit stop? Oh, I'm running low on gas. I need to go fill up. Let me take a pit stop. Oh, my tires are running. I need to go change my tires. That's basically all a pit stop does. It's not like they break the car down and change the brakes and things like that.
In a rapid succession? Yes, that's
No,
strategy.
I'm not going to say that. That part to me is very competitive, I think. Because if you turn that into a sport, that would be kind of fun to watch. Who can do it the fastest?
Look, if it ain't Guido from Cars,
That's what I was getting.
I don't want to hear it.
So there's an episode of Undercover Boss in the first season to where it breaks down NASCAR. And it goes from the guy who painted the line at Daytona to the people. I think all of it was done at Daytona, to the people who sold hot dogs, to the people who they actually had a guy on a pit crew. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a guy who played football at Virginia Tech and formerly of Pulaski, Caleb Hurd. And he was, I want to say, I don't know if he was a crew chief or a jackman or something, but he was something involved. So you just cannot be anybody and go be on a pit crew and be successful. So just my standard observation from Undercover Boss, which we know can never guide us wrong.
A little 2 cents for your $1.98. I can dig it.
I mean, I should probably not have eaten out last night before watching Bar Rescue, too. Question number 2. Golf. A sport or not a sport? You made Dion go first last time, so you go first this time.
I would say yes, golf is a sport because that's one of those sports where you can gamble at, in my opinion. It's very competitive, and you're going up against people. Like, now, granted, you can also play that as an individual, and if you play it as an individual like me, the game I play is how many golf balls can I keep and not lose. That's a game to me.
Back on me, huh? I mean, I know that for it to be a sport for the longest time, and honestly, I still see it as a sport. I mean, ain't no changing that if that makes sense. I mean, it's physical because you're swinging at a ball, obviously, and it's mental. You're trying to, stay focused even
it's
though
definitely a
everybody
mental
is
game,
like,
that's for sure.
quiet. So
Now, keep in mind, golf also includes miniature golf. So we're putting all of golf as a sport.
Oh yes, miniature golf is that's competitive. I'm competitive as hell at miniature
Okay.
golf. I'll be the first to admit it.
oh, I know.
I mean, me and my buddy get competitive with DoorDash for crying out loud.
Probably gamble on that too if you want to.
We do.
What in the wild world of sports are y'all doing in y'all spare
We
time?
literally do it. Like we'll sit in the same parking lot. We'll hit dash at the same time. We'll dash for like 2 hours, and we'll see who had the most money in 2 hours.
So back to Undercover Boss real quick. There was an episode I was watching, GSI Commerce, and the guy actually sold it. He's now owns Fanatics, the sports company. And he was going undercover. Obviously, the show's called Undercover Boss. He was going undercover, and he was basically racing a guy the night he worked in the warehouse picking. Are you familiar with picking?
Yeah. Grocery picking.
So-
Basically like scanning in.
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
I know
picking
what
is
you're talking about.
picking is picking, I think. And don't come at me, people. I know there are different levels of picking, but picking, if I say picking, it's the same thing unless we're picking fruit out of a tree. So he turned that into a competition. So by your definition, picking would be a sport.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Okay. Next up, and this is a good one. Fishing. I'll let Dion go first since Daniel went first last time.
Definitely a sport because I fish here and there only with friends because they know all the spots. I don't know anything. And there have been numerous upon numerous times where I just couldn't catch anything because either one, they're not biting, two, and this is personally, by the way, and two, I'm just not that patient because I'll tell you this one quick story. I went fishing with my buddies, and for the very first time, it wasn't even my equipment, not my rod, not my lure, not my bait, none of that. And I just cast out next to a tree. Bad idea, by the way. And I felt something grab onto the hook, and as I'm pulling in, I'm like, man, don't tell me I caught a branch and whatnot. And then I kept reeling it in, and I see something flop, and I'm like, oh snap! I got a fish. So in his own way, I still consider that a sport.
Yeah, no, I don't. Sorry. To me, fishing is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm starting to get into it a little bit more, but I don't see it as being a sport. I know people compete in tournaments and things like that, but to me, it's great if you want to just relax your mind, because there's nothing better than going out on the river and just, whether you're floating, you're riding in the boat, or just casting out a thing and just seeing what bites. That's just my opinion.
So there are some high schools and colleges that have fishing teams. You can get a scholarship to college for fishing.
Well, dang.
They giving scholarships for anything now. I mean, cornhole.
Have you heard of David Dudley from Lynchburg, professional fisherman?
No.
He's a professional fisherman. But you're going to go up to him and say, excuse me, David, what you do is not a sport.
In my opinion, it's
Okay,
not.
gotche.
I'm
All right.
entitled to my own
No,
opinion.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
True.
Next up, I think we let Daniel go. We let Dion go first.
Yeah.
So Daniel gets to go first on competitive cheerleading.
No.
You thought I was going to make these like basketball, baseball, football, soccer. You thought I was going to make them.
No.
Easy,
I
didn't you?
was hoping you weren't going to make them easy. But
So
no.
Daniel says no to competitive cheerleading. If I may hear the reasoning.
It's cheerleading.
Okay, but I said competitive. So there's two different, like if you go to a football game locally on a Friday night, you have high school cheerleading, and then you can go to a Saturday competition cheer where those cheerleaders are getting judged and they're getting ranked and they're competing for state titles and all that jazz. So there's a distinction, I think, between the Friday night cheers and the Saturday cheers that you would go to a competition and see. Now, there are some people that's going to say the whole thing's a sport. I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I'm
Mhm.
just differentiating what it looks like.
Based on what my definition of a sport was, something that you can gamble in, you can't gamble in.
Did you
shit.
say something else though?
Compete, but or go one on one?
So
What did this
if
man-
we have rankings, and you can compete for a state title,
I don't know. I say no. That's
Okay.
just my opinion on it.
all right, Dion.
Yeah. I mean, you have dance competitions, you have singing competitions, American Idol.
That's
Uh,
something different though. Singing to me is different than dancing or cheerleading.
Well, let
I
me go
mean-
ahead put dance into the
Cheerleading is
fact-
basically-
Don't worry, that's going to come up.
Cheerleading is basically just gymnastics, but with pom poms.
Well, there you go,
I don't think
Gymnastics.
gymnastics is a sport.
bruh. Neither of us on these on these pieces of furniture you got here could barely tumble roll. So I will give them.
I mean,
The
I did
sport-
karate, so I can do a few things.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Okay.
So, and it might have been different when y'all were in school as opposed to when I was in school, but is everything that you did in PE a sport?
You asking me
PE
to
meaning
remember-
physical education.
I know what it means. But
Well,
you
no,
asked
I'm
me to
telling
remember-
everybody else in case they.
He's
have any
asking me to go back. I can't remember
questions.
anything like that.
Well, did you ever do tumbling in gym?
No.
Okay. So I did
Not that
tumbling.
did we?
I mean, I remember I did when I was trying to become a wrestler, and that didn't come out well.
So when I say gym and PE, I'm talking, for the history of, from elementary to high school. So if you ever did,
I don't think I ever did tumbling.
okay, well, I'm kind of surprised, but because we did tumbling in gym, but you're not going to do anything that's high risk or high contact, I think, because the last thing you want to do in PE is have an ambulance come because somebody couldn't pull off a double flip or whatnot. And I'm just using that as an example. So, okay, so we had Daniel said no. It's gymnastics, or in this contest, cheerleading, competitive cheerleading, not a sport. Dion said yes.
Well, to reiterate, didn't I say something about it being physical, like physical ability and mental, fortitude to actually
What is
focus?
the mental for competitive?
I didn't write down the definition of what y'all said is sports, so I'm gonna
Please
go on the honor system.
just tell me what you say the mental is for competitive cheerleading.
To make sure you can get your nerves under control in front of a lot of people. Look, I've never been to a competitive cheer event. I low-key, in some ways, regret that because I like to support my friends. But dude, in front of a lot of people, there is pressure. You acting
So,
like there isn't.
With that explanation, then I guess you're going to say public speaking is a competition and a sport.
There is competitiveness in debating, so yes.
Go ahead, Bob.
Next, okay.
Or am I crazy?
Me and
Oh,
you are
hey,
totally
bud.
different.
I'm
That's
just-
all.
guess what? Hey,
I'm just here as a moderator. I'm not
Oh, I know,
judging
but-
anybody's craziness.
but-
No, I need you to judge this one.
Nope.
No,
I'll
but
pass.
listen to this. What did we say earlier? It's my opinion, right?
By his
There
definition-
you go. There we go. I got to give you some.
Yeah, you can't touch
By his definition and his opinion, it meets the criteria. So I think when he said at the beginning requires physical,
and mental fortitude.
you said it has to be something you can gamble on and compete on. So I think both those definitions lead to big time.
Differences.
Well, no, big time. Everything could be considered a sport that's not. We could go up and have gas pumping under your definition because we can bet on who
Thank you.
pumps the gas quicker.
Nah.
Well, but we can.
Nah.
We can. We
No,
can.
because you can't. That's not something you really can determine. That determines.
You didn't say
that's
that.
the pump.
You said it's something you can bet on and something that
But
you can we bet on it?
no, not really. I don't think anybody would ever bet on that. I mean, you got to also think logically. What would people bet on?
Okay.
You gonna bet
So
on competition chair? No.
when you play fantasy football, or if you bet on football, basketball, whatever sport you want to bet on, you have no control over it whatsoever.
You kind of do.
No, you don't.
You choose who you pick. You choose what
Well,
line
you choose
pick.
if you're betting too. So if you're choosing what you're betting, how can gas pumping not be a sport under that definition?
That to me, that blows my mind that you would think that. But
No, well, I'm not thinking that. I'm saying under your definition of it has to be a competition, and it has to be something we can bet on. Correct?
yeah,
So
but gas pumping's not one.
I can bet on anything. I can compete on anything, right?
Yeah, I bet you I can fill my gas tank all the way full, but I bet you can't. If we just gonna get literal about that, I'm just saying. Oh, then again, it's my opinion.
Running. So we're talking track and cross country style events.
I commend people that can do that. I tried doing cross country. I couldn't do it. I did track though. Yes. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to go first. Sorry.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's obviously a sport. I mean, you basically running until your tank is on E just to pass the next person.
Now that one's a real physical thing too, because you got to basically prep your body, and eat like lots of bananas, drink lots of fluids, so you don't get cramps. So there's a lot that goes into that.
So, not to be Debbie Downer here, but are you saying cheerleading does not require the physical activity?
It does. But
But
I've never thought cheerleading was a sport.
now, again, anything I ask about, like, whatnot, it's competitive. It's not like just, like I said, just if I go out and run around the neighborhood, that's totally different than me running a marathon or me running, cross country, which is essentially a 5K, or me running track, anything like that.
We just want to thank you guys for listening to the S&D podcast today. We just want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. Just remember, you can check us out on Apple, YouTube, and Spotify. And we look forward to talking to you guys in our next episode. Yes, sir.